Hey guys, Merry Christmas. So I'm about to make some pralines, or I just call it pecan candy. So anyway, what you're going to need is sugar, a big bag of sugar, evaporated milk, 4 cans, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, vanilla extract, and chopped pecans. So you're gonna need 8 cups of sugar, and you can just measure it out with this measuring cup. This cup that I'm using is 4 cups. So I'm just gonna put this in a pot twice. So next you're gonna start pulling your evaporated milk into the sugar. And I also forgot to mention that you're gonna need a stick of butter, or I use margarine. And you're also gonna need 4 cups of water. Okay, so this is the 8 cups of sugar, the 4 cans of evaporated milk, the 1 can of condensed milk, and then the 4 cups of water. So what you want to do is mix all of this up until all of the sugar is dissolved and this is an even consistency. And then you can add the vanilla extract. You can do about a teaspoon, but I don't really measure it. I just pour some in. But I would say a teaspoon is good. But you want to just mix this up until it's a consistency. And basically until the sugar is like dissolved and it's just even. So I added in the vanilla extract. I got it mixed up to even consistency, and I just added in the butter. And I have the stove on like a medium temperature. And the hardest part of making pralines is that you have to stir it for hours. About 2 to 3 hours. You have to keep stirring it throughout the whole process of cooking it, or else it won't come out right. So basically you have to continue to do like this, stir it up for 2 to 3 hours. It takes a long time to cook it. And I'll show you guys at what consistency you add in the pecans and you start pouring out the candy. Some people pour it out on paper and do little individual pieces, but I normally just pour it out onto a pan and cut it into little square pieces. But you're gonna have to keep stirring it like this for a very long time, and then the butter is gonna start to melt once it gets hot. And then I also have some red beans cooking. And it's just me and my niece and nephew just chilling. They have all of their toys all over the place. And Kennedy is sick, not feeling good. Spencer is a little bit sick too. So the candy hasn't really started going yet. But yeah, that's what's going on. So I got the candy going now, and I'm just continuing to stir it up. But the butter has melted and it's got a little boil to it. So it's starting to get going. But a long way to go. Okay, so I've been doing this candy for like an hour now, and this is what it's looking like. Well, it's been a little bit over an hour. I probably have like another hour or two to go. but this is the progress. So 40 more minutes has passed, and as you can see, it's gotten darker. It's much thicker, kind of like a caramel consistency, and it's to a boil. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the pecans and then continue to stir it up. So I have the pecans in, and I did all of this big bag, and I did half of the small bag because I do like a lot of pecans in my candy. Some people make it and barely have pecans in it, so I do like to put a lot of pecans in it. And you're just gonna keep stirring. It's a little bit harder to stir once you add the pecans because it's a little bit tougher to stir, but you're just gonna keep stirring that. And my red beans over here are just cooking down, but that's just those. But back to this candy. You're just gonna keep stirring it, and once it starts to get really, really thick, you're gonna that's how you know it's gonna be done. But I'll show you guys once it gets to that point. And you just want to make sure you have your pans out, or if you're gonna lay it out on paper, have that ready. And you can put a little bit of butter on the pan or on the paper so that the candy doesn't stick. So as you can see, it's gotten more brown, and it's almost done, because once it's almost done, it's gonna get really thick, and it's just gonna have like a pop to it, and you're gonna know it's time to start pulling it out. But it's almost there. So you just want to spray your pans and have your pans ready, or wherever you're going to put it onto, so that once it's ready, you could go ahead and start pouring it out, because you will have to do it pretty fast. And you'll need to get your mitten ready to hold a pot, because it will be extremely hot. And if you want to see if the candy is done, you can always take a little bit amount and just pull it out on something and see if it gets hard. And that's also how you can see, you can tell that it's done. But just a few more minutes and it'll be ready. So once it gets thick like this, this is when it's ready. So this is how it's looking out of the pot. This is the bottom of the pot. That's why it looks a little bit bad. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's cooled down for about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the pieces. So this is the finished results, and if you want to put it on a pan like I did, you just want to be sure to cut it before it cools all the way off. And that's that. So I just made it back home. It's really late, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go to bed and go to sleep so I can make it to work tomorrow. Once again, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for watching my video. I know it wasn't really too much on it, but hopefully you liked what I had. But thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video and comment and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.